that, we went into the car show expecting a lot. But I guess our worst fear was that we were just going to be sitting there hanging out with each other, which wouldn't have been that bad at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it wasn't that at all. A lot of people stopped by and hung out and talked about the Flyers, old and new, young fans, older fans who remember the 60s, 70s, newer fans, younger fans who wanted to talk about the team today and what things were like going forward. So it was cool to, see some new faces, see some old, put names with faces, and hopefully we got a couple new listeners or
Yeah,
viewers.
if you're watching right now, leave us a comment. Let us know that we met you.
Yeah, please do. That was kind of the whole purpose of Friday night, getting out in the town and meeting you fine folks.
Know what to expect, and I was very happy with the night.
Yeah, for sure. I've been to a couple, and it's definitely different being on the opposite side. If you're just going to enjoy the night, it's different being behind a table or in a booth or whatever you want to call it, under a tent. It's busy. You don't realize how busy it is out there until you're out there trying to tell as many people as possible who you are, what you're there for. Trying to get their attention. Things like that. But it was a lot of fun to get out there and talk to some Flyers fans. So yeah, Trev, we have some topics. I mean, it's literally that time in the year where everyone's on vacation. All of the NHL is on vacation. There's no news, no signings. If you message somebody, they won't be on vacation, but they'll tell you that they're on vacation.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get a guest on this time of year in the NHL. Everyone's getting ready for camp in another week or so.
Hey, actually,
2
I think
weeks.
a very high majority of the guys are back in town at this point.
Yeah, go on. You want to talk more about that?
I don't know if I have too much to add. I'm always a fan of the guys who stick around all summer long. I've just always been like that. It's like, well, I remember a couple years ago, Sam Morin and Carson Torinsky hung out all summer, and neither of them guys really panned out long term. But it's like, okay, these guys are like really dedicated and really dedicated, and they want to be Flyers and NHL regulars, and I don't know. So I think a couple of guys like York and Forster and Farabee have kind of been around all summer long for the most part, and I don't know. I think that's a good thing.
I'd like to see that too. And I'm not as big on Instagram and Facebook as I may have been when I was younger, but when I am on, I don't even know if I follow some of these guys on there or not. But if I'm browsing through stories, I see a few of these guys together at least every other day. And that's good. You want to create relationships. You want a close-knit team. Not so much clicky as we've heard in the past. And hopefully these guys are building strong relationships and translates to the ice kind of thing. But yeah, some of these guys have been in the area, I would say majority of the summer. Like I like Tyson Forster comes to mind. Farabee looks like he's been around a lot of the time. So it's good stuff.
Cam York, Carter Hart's back in town.
Carter Hart's back in town. That's interesting. Maybe things are changing on that front because training camp is less than a month away here. So I don't think anything's going to come out between now and camp. If something comes out during camp, that would be shocking for me, to be honest with you. I don't know how that's going to play out. We didn't really